Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a spicy dinner for you, and if you guys are interested in spicy tasty food, then let's get started. So to get started, we are going to season our chicken. My chicken, of course, is already washed, and these are thighs. So I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of cumin seasoning, 1 teaspoon of buttery steak seasoning, 1 teaspoon of Everglade seasoning, 1 teaspoon of chimichurri seasoning, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of tenderizer, 1 teaspoon of green seasoning, 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon. I did not have chicken bouillon, guys. I used what I had, and actually this gave the chicken so much flavor. And then we're adding in 2 teaspoons of Jamaican jerk seasoning, as well as almost a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And you want to go ahead and mix everything. So while I was mixing everything, guys, I remember that I needed to add in some ginger and some garlic. So this is fresh garlic and ginger mixed together, and I grated it together, which was about 2 teaspoons of that. And we are going to go ahead and mix it and let the chicken marinate. So I let it marinate for about 30 minutes, but you can let it marinate more than that for more flavoring. So the 30 minutes is done. Now we are going to go ahead and start cooking our chicken. So in the pan, I am adding about 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and basically I am heating at medium high, and we are going to go ahead and sear our meat at the skin side, so that way we can cook it for about 5 minutes on each side, and then I'm gonna let it cook in the oven for about 20 minutes, so 15 to 20 minutes. So over here, guys, I was just flipping the chicken when the 5 minutes was over to make sure that all the sides of the chicken are seared. So I continue with the process. So after searing both sides, I went ahead and put the chicken into a baking pan, as you guys can see over here, and I continued the process. So guys, we are done with our chicken, and we are going to go ahead and bake our chicken. But before we do that, I'm going to add some oils that I have in this pan. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and leave some for our beans. So now that we are done, we're going to move the chicken into the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. So to get started with our beans, in this pan, I added about 1/3 of a diced yellow onion and 1 teaspoon of ginger mixed with garlic, and I stirred it. And then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of tomato paste, and then 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of green seasoning, and then we added Everest, the Indian seasoning of beans, 1 teaspoon. And you want to go ahead and mix everything together, as you guys can see me over here. So this part took about 10 minutes to complete. So next, after stirring for about 2 minutes, I went ahead and added in 1 can of beans. This is black beans. So this can was big, and I think it was equivalent to 2 cans of black beans. After mixing for a little bit, I went ahead and added in 1/3 cup of coconut milk. Next, I added in about 1/3 of a cup of water, and I used the can of beans that I had because we wanted to make sure that the residues from the beans were mixed in. So after that, I went ahead and continued mixing, and I'm gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna continue mixing it. So over here, guys, the beans is done, and this is how it looks like, and we are going to go ahead and serve everything. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this beans was so flavorful, guys. Every ingredient that I used to season this beans was actually excellent. So over here, guys, we are done. Everything is done. I already cooked my rice, and I took a can of corn, and I'm using a can of corn, and the chicken is also done, the beans is also done, and I also got to use some of those juices from the chicken, and I added it on top of my rice. And I can tell you this much, everything was gone because the chicken was so good. So guys, we have reached the end, and I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you can try this recipe. You don't necessarily have to have all the seasons that I had, but you can try to have at least the Jamaican jerk and also the green seasoning, because those things made it so good, as well as the beef bouillon. I think they added so much flavor to the food. I love eating and cooking, so I just want to say thank you for those people who are watching and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you. I will definitely see you next time when I make something new. Bon appetit. Bye.